Rolls-Royce engines were silenced today as the last two Vickers jets were retired from service. The British-built aircraft was used by the RAF for almost 50 years and was a favourite of Margaret Thatcher and the royal family. But although it was fast and comfortable, it failed to become a successful commercial airliner. Martha Fairley now on the end of the VC10.
This year there's a new interest, the VC10, BOAC's outstanding contribution to the second generation of jet airliners.
She was known to many as the Queen of the Skies, a British-built long-distance airliner designed to comfortably reach the far corners of the Commonwealth. And in 1964, when the Vickers VC10 took her first passengers to Johannesburg, this was the elegant way to travel.
Before takeoff, check complete. Stand by for takeoff.
Almost 50 years later, this is the final flight of the last two VC10s still in service, converted by the Royal Air Force from passenger jet to troop transporter and now fuel tanker. And today they performed their final duties, a farewell flight around Britain, coupled with the delicate task of refuelling mid-air. Despite the ageing analogue dials, it served on operations from the Falklands to Afghanistan and Libya.
It's as solid as a rock. You know, the airframe is really solid, and there's lots of redundancy in the aircraft. And for it to still be flying now, and apart from the engineering, it could still carry on flying. It's been I think a great advert for the British industry.
But this was the VC10's final flight past at RAF Bryce Norton, the end of an era for the crew who've kept her in the air.
When people do get on the aircraft and start to know the aircraft, that they really do want to stay and keep it flying.
Over the decades, the VC10 was a favourite with the Queen, and its four Rolls-Royce engines were a distinctive symbol of British achievement, favoured for foreign trips by Margaret Thatcher.
Well, the VC10 was just such an iconic aircraft. It was designed in the golden era of British aviation when we led the world, and designed to operate from the hot and high airfields of the continents of Africa, South America, the Far East, and really was the first of the real jet airliners to open up the world to intercontinental travel for the likes of you and me.
In its day, the VC10 was a shining example of British engineering. It still holds the record as the fastest subsonic passenger plane in the world. But now, after 47 years in service with the RAF, the last two planes to fly have been retired. Martha Fairley, ITV News, RAF Bryce Norton.